Eagle Eye.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. This is Ram Kumar RN providing you our live expert analysis. So, viewers following our broadcast would know that we provide our recorded daily match predictions of team selections and predict who could be the winners given the surface and the playing 11 and the performance of the previous match too. And every week, at the end of every week, we provide the roundup of weekly performance, where the standings are, what needs to be done by the teams to move up the order, purple cap status, orange cap status, etc. So request you to please click the subscribe button and the bell symbol to get instant notification of this live broadcast, which will be telecast to you every weekend. Okay, we would be looking into roundup of week 2 performance. So, what has changed in the last 1 week? Let us analyze that. Suddenly, it seems the phrase due factor has vanished. No one seems to be talking about it anymore. You know, so what we have been seeing in the last 1 week again is win the toss, score 175 plus, win the match. Now, the other factor we are able to see is spinners have started coming into the party, while swing bowling can be seen in the first couple of power play overs. We are also able to see teams are not maximizing the power play, yeah, and it is becoming more and more mental game. So with this in mind, let's look into what we as our case analysis rated um, the top 5 performers. So our case Eagle Eye came up with top 5 performers, which we have been saying right from the episode 1 starting September 12th. So we said CSK, KKR, Mumbai Indians, RCB, and Sunrisers Hyderabad. Okay. Now, while you are going to look into the rating table right now, I've already mentioned in my episode 1 as to why these teams will be in the top 5. Okay. So, just a recap. I don't want to dwell into that further, but just a small recap. I was saying the batsmen have to rotate the strike, play in the V, not square of the wicket. Okay. Bat deep with wickets in hand, and then use the last 5 overs for the slog. I said wrist spinners will play a vital role. Okay, and they need to flight the ball more than bowl fast. Okay, I also said that all rounders and slog hitters may have to bat at a higher order as the ball will come slower to the batsman as the match progresses. Okay, and I also said due factor could play a vital role, but that is not being the case right now. And I also said team with more unity than individual brilliance will come up trumps. So viewers, our predictions are coming true as the days war and as the match progresses. Okay, so now with this, let me talk about each team where they are after the performance. Okay, so let's talk about CSK. Now, we rated CSK to be on top 5. Yeah. They are now ranked at the bottom end of the table with mere 2 points from 4 matches at a net run rate of minus 0.719. Now, openers have completely let them down. Okay, at a very low strike rate too. and they have not maximized the usage of power play yet, because the openers tend to get out before the first 2 overs itself. Spinners, I saw them bowling flat, not getting any purchase from the wicket, completely low in confidence, especially after the Sanju massacre in their second game. Middle order, because of early exit of the openers, have completely got exposed, and Kedar Jadhav is in a terrible form. And they have also, I felt, confused Faf in the last match by asking him to open the innings. Now, Dhoni, you need to change the tactics. You cannot be taking this match to win of the last ball. Okay. Now, Dhoni has got Bravo and Sam Curran when he and Jadeja were batting a longish innings against Sunrisers the other night. Okay. And now he needs to take the risk of having Bravo and Sam Curran in at early. Okay. So that is one thing that we need to look into. And Dhoni cannot rely on Watson anymore. Have some Sam Curran to open the innings, like how Naren used to KKR. Have some, fresh legs to run between the wickets and push the scoring rate and not leave it to the end. Okay. Now, with all these things, what I also see is there has been a very good intent from CSK against Sunrisers Hyderabad. Now that means Dhoni is in the mood. So I'm not writing this team off because of that intent shown in the last match. So all I hope, is for Watson making way for Imran Tahir and Piyush Chawla making way for Gaikwad to get the balance in the team. Now go Dhoni, go. With this change, I'm sure you'll be able to come up the ranks this week. KKR. Now we rated them to be in the top 5. They are now on the edge of that. They are now ranked 5. 4 points from 4 matches with a net run rate of minus 0.084. The biggest failure, like last year, has been Kuldeep. And Naren has been in such a shoddy performance till now. Russell has also been a below par performer as regards his batting is concerned. Promoting himself ahead of Morgan each match, Karthik did not bolster confidence to his team members. I felt his team selection yesterday was spot on against DC in bringing in leaving out Kuldeep and bringing in Tripathi. But where he let slip is at the toss itself, because he felt his bowling unit does not guarantee him the confidence to bat first. I feel that this lack of punch from the bowlers may not see them in the top 5 going forward. Also, I feel there is no unity within the team. Okay, and the management may want to have Morgan to lead from the front ahead of Dinesh Karthik, as he is also in a terrible batting form. Maybe it may not happen this year, but next year for sure. There are 10 more matches to go for KKR. So let's see. Now, Mumbai Indians. They were in my top 5 rating. Now, they are currently at number 3 with 4 points at a healthy net run rate of 1.094. They were rusty against Chennai, but they quickly adapted to the conditions and surface. The tactical blunder of not sending Ishan Kishan or promoting himself ahead of Pandya against Kings 11 Punjab for the super over, it costed them the much needed 2 points. The only other lapse, according to me, is continuing with Pattinson ahead of Nathan Coulter-Nile. I know he's injured, and I am sure he'll be selected today against Sunrisers Hyderabad. One of the few teams where the openers, middle orders, and all-rounders look settled. I see them going upward and won't be surprised to see them in the playoffs. Now, Sunrisers Hyderabad, I have rated to be in the top 5. Now, they are currently rated 4 with 4 points at a net run rate of minus 0.84. Now, after the inclusion of Williamson, this team now rose. But the point to worry for them is Warner and Basto, where they have still not come into the party. Warner, if you all recollect, he shouldered his responsibility in the last season. Now, their untested middle order came good against CSK, which is a good news. Their strength is their fantastic bowling attack with Rashid in magical form. So, openers are kind of wobbly now. And if Warner, Basto, and the middle orders with some unit like Garg and Abhishek Sharma are consistent enough, and there is no injury concern for Bhuvi, I see them continuing to be in the top 5. RCB, oh my God, this team, yes, I rated them to be in the top 5, and they are currently rated at number 2, having won 3 out of 4 matches. Earlier, it used to be Kohli and ABD shouldering the responsibilities, and if they were out cheaply, and so were the middle order, who would get exposed very quickly. Boy, oh boy, with the inclusion of this guy, Finch, and the latest sensation, Padikkal, I told you, he's a guy to watch. I did tell you in the episode 1 and subsequent episode, he's a guy to watch. Now, this batting unit looks in sublime form. I see them playing as a unit, which was not the case till last year. The bowlers are extraordinary, with Chahal and Washington Sundar leading from the front. Man, this team, I'll tell you, is going to rock this season. And I won't be surprised if they are in the finals. Rajasthan Royals. Now, they were in the top 5. They were in my top 5. And today, at the end of week 2, they stand at 6th place with 2 wins in 4 matches. I felt they were too aggressive, either while batting or on the field, and not looking to consolidate in the middle overs. They have won 2 matches because the other teams were rusty. Having Smith and Butler to open the innings is itself a flaw. With Sanju Samson in at 3, waiting to smack off every ball, this team does not have the batsmen to consolidate in the middle. With Robin Uthappa in terrible form, this team looks to be fighting down. I will rather have Ohara, to open the innings with Butler and have Smith at number 4. The other batsmen could actually rally around Smith. Now, this team's weakness is in the middle order, and there should not be any room for Uthappa. So, Mr. Smith, bring in Ohara, and you play yourself at number 4. Now, this team does not have the decent bowling attack too. Other than Archer, this bowling unit does not have the bite to scalp the opposition. I would rather love to see this guy Markande in that playing level. I also don't see them winning matches since the surface is changing. The ball doesn't come onto the bat. This team believes in aggression, does not see themselves as a consolidating unit, and they don't believe in rotating the strike. So I feel they will not be in the top 5 going forward. Delhi Capitals. How on earth I didn't rate them at the top 5? Today they are rated number 1 at the end of 4 matches. Oh my God, what a transformation this team has undergone since 2019 under Shreyas Iyer. Their batting looks rock solid with Prithvi Shah, Shreyas and Pant in consistent and sublime form. The team rallies around Shreyas Iyer. I repeat, they rally around Shreyas Iyer. And if he plays well, and so is the team, as we saw their loss against Sunrisers Hyderabad. The long tail is another cause of concern. They have not yet been tested. With Rabada, Ashwin, and Mishra in this unit, they are on the up this year too. Now, Kings 11 Punjab, I did not rate them in the top 5 because of no batting depth of the openers. And today, they are rated 7 with 1 win from 4 matches. I did mention in my daily 3-minute column that I would like to see both the openers fail and would love to see who does the shout. And against Mumbai Indians, both the openers failed, but for Puran, the other batsman failed miserably. And I've also been advocating the return of Mujib at the expense of Nisham. Nisham is a finger spinner, all right, not a wrist spinner. And he has to be tested, I think. I would also like to see the stepping in of Chris Gale at the expense of out of form Maxwell. With this move, Rahul can get into 1 down and the team will look more solid. Their bowling looks good with Shami and Cottrell leading from the front. My another concern is Shami is, injury prone. And if he gets injured again, then to me, that would be the end of the road for Kings 11 Punjab. Now, so these are the 8 teams, that I was wanting to review their performance at the end of week 2. Okay. Now let's see the orange cap status. Now, orange cap, I was telling you, it'll be going towards players who are middle order batsmen than openers or the all-rounders. Now we have 2 batsmen in the middle order, Faf du Plessis and Samson. Okay, the other are openers, and Mayank Agrawal and KL Rahul, they have been scoring the bulk of the runs for Kings 11 Punjab. Now let's see the purple cap status. I was saying, the spinners will do the spoil sport this season. Last week we saw 1 player at the top 5. Now this week we are seeing 2 spinners in the top 5. So spinners are coming into the party, okay, and we see Chahal being leading from this purple cap, and we have Rahul Chahal in the 5th place right now with 6 wickets. Okay, now today we have double header matches. Yeah, so let's see as to how this team is going to perform. But before that, let's talk about yesterday's match, Rajasthan Royals versus RCB. Now, as mentioned to you sometime earlier, Rajasthan Royals has got this aggressive approach. They are wearing this aggressive cap on their head, and they would not like to hear the word consolidate. Since Smith, Basto, and Sanju failed within 4.1 overs yesterday, the overall team was able to score maybe 154 thanks to Lomer, who was included in yesterday's match. He had scored 47. For Smith and team, it is either 1 or 0. So when the batsmen fail, the bowlers couldn't make early inroads. Robin Uthappa, he's beyond his form, and I would love to see Ora taking up his role, but as an opener, and have Smith in at number 4. For RCB, it was a great day at the office for them, and I'm sure they don't have anything to complain. Now, KKR versus Delhi Capitals, that was the next match that was played yesterday. This KKR unit looks very settled on paper. with the removal of Kuldeep and bolstering Rahul Tripathi in their playing 11. Why on earth have the management taken the call of bowling after winning the toss? Is it the lack of confidence in bowling? Maybe, I guess. With Naren in terrible form, Cummins has been leaking runs of late, and so is, Varun. And there has been a debate as to where should Karthik bat. I think promoting himself ahead of Morgan is a clear no. To me, Karthik is a finisher and should come in after Morgan. And also to me, this decision of promoting himself ahead of Morgan yesterday was the turning point of the result, as he had scored 6 runs of a mere 8 balls. Okay, so let's watch today's match. Okay, now first let's look into the 7:30 p.m. IST match to be played between Kings 11 Punjab and CSK. Enough of trying Watson, his extended run, Mr. Dhoni. Please bring in Imran Tahir for Watson and Gaikwad for Piyush Chawla to have the balance that is much needed. Would love to see Gaikwad to open, but with Sam Curran, and have runs on the board straight away and maximize the use of this power play. I would love to see Dhoni shunting his old style of batting deep and winning the match in the last over. Things have changed, Mr. Dhoni, and now you have a team who could perform at your level because they have got fresh legs. With Jadeja scoring 50 the other night, his confidence would mean that he will have wickets today under his belt too. Kings 11 Punjab, I would love to see Gale opening today with Mayank Agrawal and have KL Rahul walk in at number 3. This would mean that Puran will be given the license, to kill the CSK bowling unit. I would also like to have Mujib today in place of Nisham, knowing the vulnerability the CSK is known against the spinners. If 2 of the top 3 Kings 11 Punjab batsmen fail, then it's goodbye Kings 11 Punjab team. Dhoni, I know you would love to bat first after you win the toss to win the match, but have a safe score of 175. So the match that is going to be played in the next few minutes, Sunrisers Hyderabad and Mumbai Indians. For Mumbai Indians, I only hope Coulter-Nile comes back from his injury to take over from erratic Pattinson. Since it is a short ground at Sharjah, I would like to see Lynn as a replacement for Deacock and have Ishan Kishan don the gloves. Also, I'm not 100% comfortable with Krunal Pandya's all-round effort thus far this season. And I would love to see Uncle Roy coming in for him. He is also an orthodox left-arm bowler and is a decent hitter. For Sunrisers Hyderabad, Bhuvi injuring his ankle against CSK, and I hope that is not serious. And if he has recovered in time, that would mean he has not been able to recover in time, that would mean they would be without their best bowler, who has got a decent economy rate today. So my bet is clearly with Mumbai Indians. So viewers, thank you for your time. Many of you would know that I'm posting match reviews and predictions analysis on a daily basis on this channel, and having this roundup of every week live on these weekends. Our accuracy, if you know, is close to about 90%, both in terms of team selection and predictions. Please watch this and send us your feedback. And see you next week live with another round of week 3 performance. This is Ram Kumar signing off from RK's Eagle Eye. Thank you.